Hi there everybody, Chris here at Blue Rhino Safaris. I was busy doing a few quotations for battery boxes and batteries and things like that. And I went onto the National Luna website just to confirm a few things on sizes and weights on the National Luna stuff. And I noticed that their new fridge ranges are busy coming out, have been coming out, is on the way coming out. And I looked around because I'm in need of a new fridge for myself. When I sold the Troopy, the 90 litre went and I want to replace it with something. 90 was a little bit too big for me, so I'm looking at maybe just doing a 60 dual compartment, dual control. So I went through the different sizes and trying to see what is going to work for me. And I realized that they actually have a very nice range these days. The problem that you'll have is if you go into Auto Warehouse or one of these guys, you'll see 2 or 3 different models there. And you're sort of stuck in, well, this is probably what there is available. But there's a lot more than there would be on a shop floor. So I'm quickly going to go through the different iterations with you to tell you what is available. I'll show you the National Luna price list. You can get the products from me. I'm a National Luna agent. And I'm going to give you a little bit of discount for the next 2 weeks until the end of March. And the first thing I'm going to do is just go into the product range that they have. So if we look at fridges and freezers, forget about the batteries and lights. You can get all of that stuff from me if you want it. But if we just look at the fridges and freezers, they have these different categories. Now the ice maker is ice maker. Intel B fridges, the little plastic ones, if you've ever seen, I have a 18 litre myself that I use in the vehicle just for my cold drinks. It can freeze, so it's a backup freezer. If something goes wrong, I can go to an Intel B, and it generally fits behind the seat, or in my case at the footwell of the passenger side because I'm alone in the car. So the Intel B fridges are available. Accessories would be blankets and all kinds of other things. And then you basically have 2 main different fridges. The one is a single compartment, so it's a single control, single compartment. You use it either as a fridge or a freezer. And the other one is a dual control, so it has a split in the middle with 2 controls, single compressor, a valve between the 2, so whatever you adjust down here, the valve will open and close to cool different sides at different times. And that's the dual control, so that's the other side of it. Now the second thing where they now differentiate is between stainless steel and aluminium. You can get some of the fridges in aluminium, but most of them these days come in stainless steel, and I just go for stainless steel. It makes a bit more sense for me. They don't damage as easily as the aluminium ones, so I just go for stainless steel. But that is one of the different options. Now, not all fridges are available in aluminium because they've moved away from aluminium about 4 or 5 years ago. But there's still 1 or 2 that is available in it. But the big new thing, there's 2 big new things. The first one is they have their legacy range, which now features a National Luna developed compressor. The guarantees and everything is similar on their product ranges, but instead of doing the old Danfoss compressor that everybody freaks out about, Danfoss or nothing, National Luna has developed their own compressor, which goes into their fridges, carries the same warranty, blah 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 blah, but it's a lot cheaper than the Danfoss. So you have 2 options. You can go for the original Danfoss, or you can go with a National Luna one. Now, for me, a fridge in my vehicle gets bumped around so much that I probably replace a fridge every 6 or 7 years, just because it really gets old, because I use it all year long on dirt roads all the time. So my 90 litre was about 8 years old when I sold it. So for me, I don't need something that's going to last me 20 years. I just don't need it. If it lasts me 10 years, I'm quite happy with it. But it's a good compressor developed by National Luna, and that's one of the new options. So it gives you a slightly cheaper fridge because you go for the National Luna compressor. If you say, no, I'm a Danfoss guy, then you can go for the Danfoss one. That's the other split. So you have single and double, Danfoss or non-Danfoss. And now the second new thing they have is their range of smart or not smart. So they have built in Bluetooth into the new range of fridges, and you can add that as an alternative. And then you can go onto the app and you can do app stuff with your fridge, which is quite cool. Everything is moving in that direction where control and readouts and things like that is available on apps. Victron has done it. Blue Nova has done it on their battery. National Luna has now done it on their fridge systems. So that gives you that extra as well. So if you're saying, well, I'm just looking for a 60-liter dual compartment, then you have to decide, do you want a smart one, which will work with your app on your phone, and do you want a Danfoss or a National Luna compressor? And all the different iterations will give you different costs. So if you go onto their website, and this is going to be key to it, because the next thing that is cool is the fact that their range has increased tremendously. You can now get a fridge that fits your size of the space in your vehicle, in your trailer, almost exactly. They don't just have the old 2 or 3 different fridges like the Engels had, the 40 and the 60, and they now have fridges that will fit almost anywhere. So go onto the website. That's all I'm going to suggest, because I cannot go through all of them. Here's the single compartment fridges from a 40 all the way up to a 65, and then there's a 35 coming, a smaller one. For those people that doesn't need a 40, you can go for a 35-liter fridge. Legacy Smart, there's a 125, which is a very high one. They've got a 65, which is also quite a high one. And then if you go to the dual controls, as I say, they are the dual control, and they start from a 50. That's the old Weekender. It's got a small box on the side, the 50, but it's now a dual control. Then the 60, which is the one I'm getting for myself to build into my truck. And now they have low profiles. In the bakkie, the door can't open properly. The fridge is too high when it's on the tail. And they now have the National Luna 70-liter low profile. They also have a 72, which is the higher double door. There's another low profile that I saw somewhere. But the 70 low profile is something cool if you need a lower fridge. Now, if you click on it, they have the size in all of their pictures. So you just go down to the pictures, click on it, and it will give you the size of the fridge, the layout. You can understand exactly what it looks like. So you can pick a fridge that's going to work for you, and you can decide if you want Bluetooth in it, and you can decide if you want the old Danfoss compressor or the National Luna compressor in it. And then in some cases you can decide that you'll just go for the old aluminium version. As I said, they're not available in all the fridges, but in some they are available. So what I'm going to do now is go to their price list. As I say, I am a National Luna agent, so I can show you their price list. And it basically shows you their prices, excluding VAT, including VAT. So if you look on the right hand side, that is inclusive of VAT. On the left hand side, exclusive of VAT. On top of this, I can give you a little bit of a discount. So it will be this minus the discount. And I think for March, I'm going to do 7.5%. I can't do too much, but 7.5% I can give you off this price. So if we just look at a 60-liter fridge, come and say dual control. Dual control, single door, fitted with a Danfoss compressor. So this is now a super duper deluxe. 15,599 less 7.5 is what you would pay for it. And that typically would be your dual control. This one that we have right there, 60. So I can get them for you if you want to. You're going to get 7.5% if you order now. I'm not sure about stock levels. There is normally a bit of a run this time of the year. But you can place your order, pay your money, and then as soon as the fridge is ready, you can get it. Just going back to the price list. So you have the Legacy range fitted with a Danfoss, or C-Corp is a new name, compressor. This is not National Luna, this is now the Danfoss compressor. and their prices are a little bit higher than you would normally see. 55 stainless steel Legacy Danfoss. And then if I go further down, I have the Legacy range, so it's the 52 stainless steel Legacy, but not Danfoss. This is the National Luna compressor. So a 52 liter, which is a nice fridge, single compartment, 10,999, less 7.5. If you go to the 60 liter dual compartment, 13,599, less 7.5. Stainless steel Legacy dual, there we go. If you go further down, then you get the Smart. Smart range with a Danfoss compressor for the 52 is 13.2. For the 60 liter is 15.9, less 7.5 of course. And if you go further down, you get to the 60 liter stainless steel Legacy Smart dual control, but the National Luna compressor, and they go for 13,899, less 7.5% for you. So you can see they really have some nice fridges. Looking at the prices, 9,999 for a 35 liter, which is on the way. That 35 liter Smart, 9,999. The range is really quite spectacular. So don't just walk into the outdoor warehouse and say, well, they only have 3 or 4 fridges, I don't know what to choose from. Go onto the National Luna website. It's nationalluna.com. Go onto the website, look at the different fridges, look at the ones that you're interested in. Send me an email and say, I'm looking at these ones. Please give me a price on them. I will give you a price. Only for March. In April, I'm in Namibia for Kukuland, so I can't sell you anything when we get to that point. So look at them. If you want to see what they look like, you can take a chances with an outdoor warehouse or wherever someone stocks them, and you can maybe see what they look like. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with what they have these days. So if you're in the market for a fridge, 7.5% only for the rest of this month. End of March, it's finished. Get hold of me, get your order in, pay your money, and I'll order it for you and get it to you wherever you are. If you're in Gauteng, I'll deliver it for you, no problem. But if you are in other parts of the country, we'll just have to check what the courier cost would be or make an alternative arrangement. So have a look at it, go onto the website, and send me your inquiries. Have a great day. Cheers.